Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here, back with more Let's Play Alundra. And we just saved, we exited. We're going to go through this door that we just opened up. And we have a section here. Strange force seems to restrain the movement of the lever. Alright, I do not like this section at all. This is the section that really just made me quit this game. We have in this giant swastika, except it's not a swastika, it's going the wrong direction. We have 4 little teleport pads that take us to torch puzzles, in which we have to light up the room with torches to read the inscription to figure out what's going on. Now, some of these are actually not terrible. Some of these are the most frustrating thing in existence. So, what we need to do is, for this room, we're going to clear out all of the enemy spawn generators. And then we're going to get back over here. Hopefully I can still get to that from there. I don't think I can. If I can't, I have to reset. Okay, I was about to say I can, thankfully. Because if you can't get back onto that, you have to reset. Actually, no, I don't think we have to from here. We may not have to. We may be done with that. So I'm going to kill everything because, again, if we flinch, we lose the torch. So I actually don't have to get back onto that thing. That thing is just useful for destroying the generators. So that's good. So now we come over here, we light all of these, and we have 1 torch at the top left that we can get to. And this room, not terrible. With all 4 torches, the light in the room increases to where we can actually see. The modest one gazes downward in the face of evil. So that's one of the directions of the levers has to be facing downward. So we know that. Let's just keep moving on, shall we? Because we've got a lot of these. I don't remember which room is what. Well, I already screwed that one up. This one's timed. You have a certain amount of time in which to do this one. Otherwise, you are screwed. And I just barely did it. Because once you see the droplets form on the ceiling. So we have to get those, and then we have to avoid the enemies. The finger of accusation points to the left. So 1 down, 1 left. I don't remember what order these are in, so I might actually have to stop to look that up once I get done with it. I was just prepping to take a long time doing these things. Alright, we've got this room, which is... oh, crap, it's this one. Alright, so... I already screwed that up, I believe. Yeah, I think I've got a... I think I have to do this one first. And do that. Take this one down with me. Yeah, I gotta do this. To destroy this one. And then we take this one up here to free the lever. This one's a little... this one tricks you, because you're like, oh, we have to light the torches. No, this one you actually have to hit the lever and it drops 4 lights onto the torches for you. So that one's really one of the easy ones. You just have to learn how to get to the switch, instead of making it all about the torches. Light of salvation rises from the east to free the darkness from those waiting in expression. So yeah, I'm going to have to look this up, because I don't remember which way it goes. So, that'll be fun, won't it? I'm sure it will. Except it's probably going to take me forever to do this last one. This one is the one that I about said, you know what? I'm done. This one puzzle right here. So we have a spiked floor. We have certain sections that we can walk on. We have the four torches on the center, and then the torches that need to be lit are on the far corners. The problem is, you have droplets from the ceiling. If you land on the spike, you flinch, so you lose the torch. But if you also jump in the wrong sequence, you can jump into the torches and destroy them, which cause you to lose the torch and have to reset the puzzle all over again. So this room really tried my patience. Alright, so we've got to get over here, and we made that one, and then the last one, sadly, is the most difficult. This one is the most difficult because we have the farthest to go on a safe path. So we have... Oh, ooh, I did it! How did I do it? How did I do this? Alright, so now we have to go and read this. We don't actually have to read these. You can just... The Eye of the Pious One gains upward in reverence. So yeah, I'm going to have to look this up because I do not remember this puzzle. I focused mainly on getting to this point. But we do have something else that we can... We have something else we can look at and get before we have to deal with the puzzle. So we can leave here. And there's another walkway over here to the right that we did not examine, which has some treasure in it. So, destroy stuff on the way. There's another magic elixir that we can get. There is a wonder essence and a strength elixir. So I can use the strength elixir, get that back. I could use the wonder essence as well, but I'll save that because I'm pretty sure I can come back into magyscar after we beat it. And so if I need another wonder essence, I've got that. Alright, yeah, I need to move these switches into the right places now. Give me 1 second to look up what that is, because, again, I do not quite remember. One moment. Okay, so this time I think I have it right. So we've got left, up, down? Wait, that's supposed to be it. And it's not actually doing it. Alright, well, that did it. So, that was... I guess I did it one too many times. Either way, that takes us up here now. We can now just continuously go up here. We can jump onto this. We don't want to go that way. We, however, want to go this way. And go all the way up. Because if we fall here, that's where we end up going down. And I hate that thing. Alright, so we need that, and we need this. Come over here. And not enough. Alright, well, let's try that again. Gotta get close enough to actually have it do its thing. And once it starts falling, it's really hard to actually get it to do what it's supposed to do. There we go. Again, with the kind of pixel-perfect positioning. PPP. Alright, so now we're just going to continue on. We've got giant spiked balls that want us dead. They're just moving in a rhythmic pattern. Doesn't matter, we can kind of move past them. Just, you know, weaving in and out. However, still taking a hit because I'm brilliant. And then we come here. And now we are actually getting to the point where I don't remember, because I've only done this part maybe twice. After taking so much time to practice the section before this. Alright, so... burn that down, and let's take this up here, and we can burn up the top, is what we need to do. And except I run into it and hurt myself, because, again, I'm brilliant. Alright. Let's just keep moving forward. Now we need to make our way over here. Except we need to not fall off the platform. And we need to not get hit by a fireball. That would just be wonderful, wouldn't it? Son of a bitch, I keep getting caught on that ledge. See, this part is just frustrating. It's like you have to be perfect. Otherwise, if you get caught on something, you screw up. And that's just about the point we're at. So, alright, let's try to get some health from some of these things. Alright, that's not great, but not bad. Because we are coming up on the boss soon. We are coming up very close to the boss. Let's kill the spawn generator, shall we? Because I really don't... These things only take one hit to kill, but I really dislike these things. Because they are a pain. They only take one hit, but they are hard to kill. And hey, we get some torches. And then we fall down a hole. And now we should be at the boss. Yep, we are at the boss. And this boss is going to take me a while. We need to do damage to its plates, and its plates will turn a different color to signify we've done enough damage to said plate. And then we can do damage to the head, and the cycle will repeat itself. And it will also drop little spawn pods, which, you know, not really anything to be worried about, but the spawn pods will shoot out little flies that are kind of a pain in the ass. And I really hate this boss fight, because it's just so poorly done. You can only hit his head. You can only hit his head when his armor is not exposed. So if the sections turn white again, you cannot hurt him. You can't hurt him when he's attacking like that. I need to heal myself. And I don't know if you could use any other weapon, or if any other weapon would be more beneficial, but it seems like the... Oh, and he recharges his armor. However, at this point, it only takes one hit to remove it. So now we can hit him in the head. However, his movement pattern is so random that it's hard to actually catch up to him, because he moves faster than you do. Or he just runs into you, which is just even more obnoxious. This is just the worst boss fight we've encountered thus far in the game, because it's just it's too up its own ass, basically. It's like, we want to be difficult, but we want to it's like we want to be difficult, but we also want to be kind of approachable and seem like something out of Legend of Zelda, but nothing was ever... Like, I think the boss I hated most in Zelda was Moldorm, and even Moldorm was better than this boss, because at least it only had one stupid gimmick. This fight has 3, 4. It's got the armor, it's got the things that it launches, it's got the bugs that it drops, and then it's got the movement and unpredictability. So it has a lot of really just crap elements to it. Like, I am not a fan of this boss. However, you know, once it resummons the armor, it telegraphs, so it's not terrible in order to get the armor removed. Like, you can do it in one setting, but however, how often does it spam its armor respawn? Well, a lot. So, you have to, you know, hope that you can get it. And then hope he doesn't just turn around and run into you. Alright, let's just do that. That's actually easier than charging it up and trying to go for that. And it's dead. It took a while, but it's dead. That... Well, we have now finished the most frustrating dungeon I've encountered ever in any game that I can think of. It's done. So, let's head back to town. Like, I don't know what the... Like, we defeated the corpse worm, we get stuff from it. But, like, how did we get here? We just teleport? We are truly the releaser. Well, if there was doubt at this point, I don't know what to tell you. And Uma Thurman, Queen of Life and Death. Oh, I wonder if Uma Thurman wishes she were the Queen of Life and Death. The Merg came before you and stole my crest. The servant was angry that he mistakenly attacked you. Please accept my apologies for his rash act. Well, it doesn't matter because I killed it. I will not apologize for killing it either. We meant you no lasting harm. And see, this is one thing that I can't get behind in this game. It's like, oh, the bad guys have already got these crests. Why don't we go get the crests instead of coming and talking to these guardians that don't have the crests? Like, recovering the crests should be our major plot point, not talking to the people who no longer have the crests. The crests are the important part. This is the place where lost souls gather to pass the seconds of eternity. Those who yet live and breathe have no place here. I shall return you to the domain of those yet alive. So I was like, okay, if that's the case, how did they get here before if they weren't the releaser? Like, there are just so many questions about this game that you just go, let's think about for just a second. Hello there, Alundra. When did you return? Maya was telling me about something that caught my attention. She thinks she knows why the villagers are suffering from nightmares. Could it be the demon? Could it? Ronan has been praying to a black force instead of the gods. If that's true, we are all in grave danger. We must get to the bottom of this, Alundra. I'll meet you at the sanctuary. We need to talk to Ronan and get to the bottom of this. I guess we do. First, I'm going to go to the store, and I'm going to stock back up on the items that I missed out, or the medical herbs that I had to spend to get there. However, once we leave, we see Sybil. You have to see my latest dream, Alundra. No, wait. I should say you have to feel it. Take my hand, Alundra. Oh, that's right. I forgot. We get this foretelling of what's going to happen. Because that's Sybil's powers, seeing the future. So we go to what looks like a nice mansion. Ludus, you must ask Jess no. You must demand of Jess that he create a new sword. I don't want to die, Alundra. I want to live forever if it were possible. But defeating the demon is far more important than any one life, including my own. Interesting conversation with Ludus. What looked like Tyrannosaurus riders as the statues. This is the Holy Sword. I began work on it shortly after Ludus died. Oh, well, Ludus is gonna die. With this weapon, Alundra, you can restore peace to our world once and for all. You can't let the sacrifice Ludus made be for naught. So, we're getting, like I said, a little bit of foreshadowing in terms of what's going to happen. Except, is it foreshadowing if it's a prediction of what happens? And Melzus? It's finally here. I can't believe they didn't listen to me. Fools, see how powerless you are. Die. Alright, so I guess that her dream is of our final confrontation with Melzus. And it does not look like it is pretty for basically any of us. So, you fight against a black force of evil at great personal risk to life and limb. Strangely, no one tries to stop you. But you realize they understand you fight for them as well. You're not afraid, just determined to emerge victorious. Alright, so on that note, I'll go ahead and end this episode. I can do the purchasing off screen. So, yeah, I'll see you in the next installment where we head up to the Sanctuary to see what's going on. Till then, later everyone.